Okay, your name?
I'm Bethany Meuleners.
Can you tell us a bit about yourself?
I'm a fashion designer from California. I have about 10 years of experience in the fashion industry. Last year, February 2010, I showed at New York Fashion Week because I'm a designer. And then the past year I spent in Nepal doing research on local textiles and fashion and how they relate to the international design community. And now I'm back in Nepal again as a consultant for this year's TGIF Nepal Fashion Week.
So which are the main areas of this year's Fashion Week that you hope that you're aiming to focus on?
I'm hoping to give it a little bit more international presence. Hopefully we'll get some more press out of it, and we're focusing on kind of upping the creative level and the creativity that the show displays to the international community.
Are you working directly with the designers here?
I'm coming in at this point working with them, honing the designs that they have and working with them on styling and kind of just bringing it in and making it as tight of a show as possible.
And what do you think of the potential?
I think the potential is definitely there. If you look at where the fashion industry in Nepal was even 10 years ago, even 5 years ago, there's a much bigger interest. There's a lot more people interested. There's people who are interested in doing designing not just for local markets. People want to get out there and have a bigger presence. So I think that there's definitely a lot of potential, especially because there's so many young designers wanting to get involved.
And what do you think are the biggest challenges in Nepal for a fashion designer?
I think the biggest challenges are being able to get your name out there to outside of just the Nepali community, because it's such a small country and there's already a lot of setbacks politically that make it more difficult for that. So I think that is probably the biggest setback, because the energy and the desire to have it are definitely there, and that's the main thing that's important.
And in terms of the designing creativity, what are the challenges they face?
I mean, I think it's partially a global perspective, because everybody has different perspectives on the world based on the television they have and the news they have. And I think even though Nepal has a great amount of news and television coming in from the outside world, it's not necessarily giving a whole perspective. So like the Western view on fashion tends to be only what you see in movies and MTV, which is kind of a more narrow view, and most people, I don't think, necessarily follow the international fashion community, so they only get their fashion from those places.
If you had to give one line of advice to aspiring designers, what would it be?
One line's hard. Just always work hard, reach for your dreams, and make sure that you continue to keep up to date on what is going on in the rest of the world, because that will keep you on top of your game.